Ricki, an inside look at foster families. All they have is one thing in common, a simple desire to be loved. Hollywood screenwriter Antwone Fisher, when they age out of the system.
My foster mom told me, well, after graduation, you have to find another place to live.
My eyes are already wet. All new now. In the U.S., there are nearly 500,000 kids in foster care. 500,000. I had no idea it was that many. These children enter the system through no fault of their own, and all they have is one thing in common, a simple desire to be loved. I mean, I know a lot of us are familiar with your story. That movie was amazing. Your book is incredible. But for those of us who aren't familiar, please, if you don't mind sharing it with us.
Well, I was raised, I was born in a prison in Ohio. And then I went to an orphanage, then a foster home, and then an orphanage, then a reform school. Not because I was bad, but because there was no
place to put you.
To put me. After that, homeless. I stayed homeless until 2 days before Christmas, where I saw a sign that said, "Join the Navy and see the world." And I went in graduated from high school. Of course, I didn't have a family, so they made me an emancipated minor, and they explained what that meant. I had to plan.
What does it mean for those of us who don't know?
Well, when you become emancipated, you have to plan for yourself. You have to find a way to live in this world. So I was in the world by myself since I didn't have a family.
You had no money. I think they gave you $67.
Yes. And so, so of course, you know, there's always people who are waiting for you.
Tell us about the Teen Project.
Yeah, the Teen Project, man, what an awesome, I mean, you're a product of the Teen Project. All you got, I mean, it's a resource for aged out foster youth, right? And basically, you text 99000, the word shelter and your zip code, and within 40 seconds, a minute, they send you where you can go, real quick, bam, like that. I mean, is that technology?
That's amazing.
I mean,
and
that's
open
awesome
to
to
any
have.
kid that's aged out of the foster care system?
Yeah, every kid.
Wow. So can you say it again?
It's 99000, 99,000.
99,000, and you type in shelter, and it will come back within 60 seconds? Is that what you
40
said?
seconds.
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
And we'll tell you a safe place to go.
You type in shelter and your zip code. And then, bam, they'll tell you the closest shelter to you, take you in.
Wow. And, Raynette, what would you say as far as your experience? How is it going for you now? I mean, you have had some of the help from the Teen Project.
Yeah, I actually was referred from my therapist, and she did not want me to be homeless. She was one of the only people that I had support from. And she told me about the Teen Project, and I was kind of nervous to go into another home because I didn't want to be in a foster home or a group home where I wasn't going to have the love and support that I always wanted.
It's interesting that over 50% of the U.S. homeless population has been in foster care. Mm-hmm. I would definitely get in touch with the Teen Project, and in fact, I would even use that 99000 and send them a message.